Can you imagine the makeup of that panel? I would not want to be in on those discussions. My gosh. Okay, let's get to our next issue. Issue number 2, the gas plant. Is it a lot of hot air? We heard during the election Brad Clark say over and over that this is not a municipal decision. It rests with the province. Why are we even talking about it? Loren, why are we talking about it?
Well, we have... I suppose I'm supposed to give a recap rather than my opinion here, but we have been involved.
We'll start with your recap and then we'll get to your opinion.
So citizens are weighing in on obviously nobody who lives anywhere near it wants.
And this is just some Joy Coleman shot this the other night at a gas plant meeting, so thanks, Joy.
Right, and I think it's very dangerous to suggest that the city should be taking its lead of what comes out of public meetings. We need experts to tell us whether it's safe or it's not safe. And citizens can have an opinion on what it is they want, but unless the people in the neighborhood are actually environmental and experts on what kind of refuse is going to be flying through their windows here, then I'm not being unkind to this neighborhood, but if the experts say it's safe and you live in an industrial zoned part of town, that's the way it goes. And the furthermore is Brad is always right when he plays those Hoyle's rules kind of things. If Brad Clark is telling you that it is not a municipal decision, then he's right. And it's waterfront, it's federal lands down at the waterfront. And the province decides on these kind of decisions anyways.
But can't the city do anything to, say, block it? Like Brian McCaddy was saying during the campaign, this is not the vision they have for Hamilton to put one more heavy industrial use down there, trying to redo the waterfront. The idea of bringing, some of the messaging out there is that it's bringing garbage into the area. I mean, so there's the proponents of it who are saying that, in fact, it's not going to add any of the kind of pollution or concerns that people are worried about. Opponents of it are saying, this is not what we want for our image, or it's going to have this and that kind of effect. There seems to be a lot of distrust. My point is, why the investment by Brian McCaddy during the campaign, Loren? Why are we having these public meetings, etc., and council being involved in it or concerned about it if, in fact, the city can't do anything to stop it, or they have no jurisdiction?
During campaigns, a lot of things are said, whether they are based in fact or not. It's about running a campaign,
sure,
not about educating the public. And I don't know, I didn't hear a whole lot of talk about how people don't want jobs. This is development. This is development in a piece of land that is zoned industrial. And, I get it. The only jobs the city wants anymore is artist jobs. But we don't have a zoning designation as artist, especially where it's zoned industrial.
You're so cynical.
I'm not. It's just some things exist for some purposes and some things exist for others. It reminds me a little bit of, I just moved and bought a house out by the airport, and they got to stop flying those planes. They bug the hell out of me.
Or I bought a house next to a university. Dang those students.
Well, and we have that in this community too. We sure do.
Yes, I actually said dang. I have a terrible head cold. Otherwise, I wouldn't use an expression from the 1950s. Okay. All right. Sounds like a bit of hot air. Now, I appreciate the citizens have the concern, and obviously they're entitled to have as many community meetings as possible. Of course, but the citizens
need to get educated on facts and not be given false hope of what the municipality doesn't have jurisdiction on.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. That's why we wanted to raise it as a topic. Good to have the meetings, good to get the experts there, ask any questions. It's your neighborhood, you have every right, but let's just make sure we understand who's making the final call on this. And I thought it was informative that Brad kept saying that. I think he said it during the Cable 14 debate as well, and I just didn't want that message to be lost. Okay, let's get into issue number 3. The city has an area in it called revenue generation, and I'm not sure if people are aware of this.